too.
Okay. So as you can see, we are here in Dynamics Business Center. We are in the role center of business manager. Have you already seen this window or have you tested the sandbox?
Nope, nope.
Okay.
I didn't even know there is a sandbox. Do they have a sandbox for Microsoft Dynamics?
Okay, so there are two type of environments or instances. The first one is sandbox, which is used for testing and development purposes, and later on the developer export all his development work and import into production environment. Production environment is a live environment where
Yeah.
live transactions are recorded. So here I am in a testing environment in the role center of business manager. So if
Okay.
I click on this wheel
Mm-hmm.
here, you have three options. The first option is to personalize all the view. Okay,
Yeah.
and second is to design all the links, rows or columns according to your requirement or desire, and third one is about settings. so,
Okay.
so first of all I will go through the settings. I-
Mm-hmm.
Click on my settings, and here I can see my role center, business manager, my current company,
Mm-hmm.
work date, region, language, time zones, etc. So here, if I want to change my role center from business manager to an accountant, so I will click on the three dots, and then a new window will be opened like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here I can choose an accountant role, finance role, HR role, manufacturing, sale order
Mm-hmm.
processor, project management role, purchasing, sales marketing, uh, and, and a lot of others like warehouse worker. So only for test purposes, I will click on finance or accountant. So
Okay.
let's suppose I want to visit the accountant role. I will choose accountant role and click OK.
Okay.
The screen will be refreshed, and now you can see everything has been changed.
Yeah.
The header and the actions items are changed, and if
Mm.
you see the activity rows has been changed. Activity row has been changed. Here we can see cash account balances, but in our business manager we were seeing the total sales, total overdue invoices, the stuff
Okay.
like that. If I scroll down, I can see all the uh, tiles relevant to the accounts or finance. I can see my vendor list, my accounts. I can judge the financial performance based on sales, or if I click on this, I can visit another chart or select another chart. So let's suppose I want to see my income and expense in a graphical view. So here, for the current date, I do not have any income or expense incurred. So that's why it's a blank.
Oh yeah. It's not showing anything here.
Yeah. Here I can see the business assistant. So here it's showing me top 5 customers, my top customers. If
Mm-hmm.
I drag my cursor on the customer tile, so I can see the sale volume amount for each customer. For my top 5 customer, here we have a report inbox. So this is for like whenever we try to schedule a report. Let's suppose we need a weekly trial balance. Okay, so we will open trial balance, and we will set up a time frame, a recurrence time frame. So
Okay.
every at the end of every week we will see a trial balance report here in the
Okay.
report inbox. And same like this, we have a cash flow forecast. Here we will see the cash flow uh, data.
Box. Yeah.
Okay, so if I click on this header finance sections,
Mm.
I can see all the journals, currencies, employees, deferrals, account schedule, chart of account. Chart of account is simply consists of, I think you are already aware, it consists of, chart of account is consist of income and balance accounts, balance sheet accounts. However, we have the equity accounts and cash flow accounts as well in a
Okay.
chart of account. Okay, if I open this chart of account, so you can see all the assets, liabilities, income and expense accounts here, even work in process, and inventory accounts in case we are using a chart of account for production or service orders. Okay,
Okay.
so in our next section we have journals. Journals are used to record journal entries. So here we have purchase journal. Let's suppose we have a purchase order. So we can record a purchase entry directly in purchase journal instead of creating a purchase order, a PO.
Okay.
Here we have recurring journals, and journal is simply a journal. We can do any type, we can record any type of transactions, but not uh, payment transactions, because we have a payment journal here specifically for payment transactions.
Okay.
Okay, in cash management sections, we have payment journal, cash receipt journals, sales journals, bank accounts, payment terms, cash flow, relevant action items, and bank account reconciliations. Okay, in our cost count accounting section, we have cost centers, cost objects, and cost budget type elements. Okay, so we can deep dive into these to get to know about these items or objects. Okay, in our next section we fixed asset section. If I click on this, we can see the all the fixed assets, fixed asset journals, fixed asset reclassification journals, insurance journals. If we have a fixed asset and we have an insurance associated with the fixed asset. Okay, so if I click on fixed asset, it will open up all the fixed assets. So I
Okay.
can see fixed assets here. This is a default view. If I click on this fact box, okay,
Okay.
it will show me detailed information about the fixed assets.
Okay.
I can change the view by clicking on this layout option. So I can change from from list to tall tiles or tiles. Here you can see it has been changed. Here we have a filter pane. Okay, if I
Okay.
click on filter, I can filter a fixed asset based on fixed asset number, fixed asset name, or type.
Okay.
Okay, here I can search via number, description, location,
Mm.
and a lot of other stuff is here. So we can filter out all the fixed asset based on these filter items.
Okay.
Okay, uh, moving back to the main screen here. Posted documents. Posted documents are all the documents that are posted. These documents can be sales relevant documents, purchase relevant documents,
Okay.
bank transactions documents. Okay, and reminders. So reminders are usually used whenever a vendor, a customer needs to pay to the company. So we issue a reminder to the customer, you need to pay a certain outstanding amount, overdue amount, so please pay. So these reminders are used for used to send the reminders to customers or messages to customers. Okay,
Okay.
uh, at the last here we have setup and extensions. So this is for here we have the functionality of assisted setup. So we can set up a certain operations or certain items uh, based on a workflow or predefined setup. Okay, if I click on this, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, I just opened the assisted setup, so I want to change to the list view. Here you can see I can set up my company, set up email logging, reporting, sales tax setup. So it will show me a demo or a wizard. So I
Mhm.
can set up based on wizard. Otherwise, I can we have an option to manually set up all the sales tax and other elements. But here we have a limitation. For example, if I try to set up the sales tax, I can only open a single sales tax group and single jurisdiction. A single jurisdiction. If Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Hello.
can hear you now. I think you dropped off a little bit.
Okay. Just a second.
Okay.
Okay, got it. So here we have a limitation like if I want to deep dive into sales tax setup, here using this wizard, I can only set up uh, a single group, a sales tax group. But if I try to manually set up the sales tax, I have the ability to set up multiple groups, multiple jurisdictions, or multiple state tax rates. Okay, so let's suppose I click on next. It is asking for the sales and purchase accounts, sales tax payable and receivable account. Click on next. Here you can see I have a single option. I have an options to enter the state and country region. So I will set up a state here. Let's suppose we can say it's going to be CA. Okay, tax area code. Okay, uh, उसको को इंतजार करे बाहर में आता हूँ. Okay, and here I can apply this predefined setup to customers, vendor, locations, or company, and then finish.
Okay.
Okay, so this is all about sales tax, and same like this we have a wizard to set up all the other elements. Okay, moving back to the main screen. As far as the inventory and warehouse setup or operations are concerned, I am moving back to the business manager role center.
Okay.
Okay, click on this icon and business manager.
So is this a sandbox?
Yes, this is a sandbox environment.
Okay, because I'm wondering you're able to move around, like change your role. I don't know if that's possible in a production environment, right?
Yeah, but as because we have the licenses, or
Mhm.
we have a trial, so we are able to move here and there without any restriction.
As in the development environment.
Yes, in the development environment or in a live environment as well, because we own the live environment, not any company. But if we are implementing the environment for someone, then we set limitations. However, we have the administrative
In role, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
Okay, so here uh, for the setup of inventory and warehouse management, first of all, this is all about item setup. Okay,
Yeah.
if I click on sales and open items, I can see all the items in my
So is
uh,
this a master data?
yes, this is master data.
Okay.
Okay, so here if I open any item, I can see here in this view I can see the quantity on hand, Production BOM number, if item is for a product is item, if this item is to be produced, and BOM is
Oh, I see.
yes. Here we have a routing number. Routing number it consists of resources. Yes, resources.
Okay.
So here we have unit cost, unit price, and description. However, we can filter. We have a fact box. Okay, click on this. So here you can see we have item detail regarding invoicing, planning, and attributes. Okay, we can attach any reference to this particular item. Okay, and we can add any note. If I click on this quantity on hand, it will show me all the transactions. Here you can see the output,
Mm.
item ledger entries. It will show me all the item ledger entries. Click
Okay.
on this to expand. So here I can see the remaining quantity, invoice quantity. It means this is an audit trail for
Okay.
any item. I
Right.
can open this trail in Excel. Here in the header, we have the ability to view the reports regarding inventory. Okay, click on these three dots and report, and
Mm.
we have inventory, and we have a lot many reports.
Okay.
Inventory list report, catalog items, item registers, costing, inventory detail report, inventory statistics. Inventory statistics are for customer sales and purchase. Additionally, we have finance reports relevant to the inventory. Okay, in
Mm.
navigation tab, we have the ability to view
Okay.
all the items within a location, or we can
Okay.
filter based on a variant BOM level, or we can see the item availability by period. We can see how many items are available within a specified period of time.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, here we have item list. So we can define a new item by clicking on new. Okay,
Mm.
it is, this is asking for item retail, item manufacturing, or miscellaneous. It's asking for the type of an item. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to create an retail item. I
Two
will
item.
click OK. It will open a new form. Here I will enter a number, a description, item name. Let's suppose STD 256. Okay, here I can specify the type of item. It's inventory item, service item, or non-inventory item. It's a inventory item. Okay, and here I can choose the item category. Okay, I will choose miscellaneous. Okay, scrolling down, I can specify a shelf number for this particular item.
Okay.
I can enter the net weight of this item. I can set up the other parameters like prevent negative inventory. It means whenever there is a quantity of zero in the warehouse, it will not allow me.
Trigger.
It will show an error, like there
Oh.
is nothing in the warehouse.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
Here we have cost and posting information. We can set up a standard cost. We can set up a standard costing method. Here, the most important thing here about the posting details. So these details uh, are necessary to maintain for an item. Basically, we have inventory posting group and general product posting group. So general product posting group is basically a type of product. Okay,
Yeah.
and inventory posting group is the type of inventory item.
Okay.
In inventory posting group, we set up the ledger accounts. Like whenever a customer buys this item, which account is going to be uh, record which the entry of the ledger entry is recorded against a specific account. So we mention a ledger account against this. Let's suppose we can say the behind the inventory posting group resale, we have a ledger account named as local inventory, okay, or
Mm.
local items. So whenever a sale transaction is recorded, the local inventory ledger account will be hitted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The same scenario is for purchase transaction.
Yeah, this is on the sales side, and the same thing would apply on the procurement side as well.
Yes, same thing. Additionally, we have the price. What is the price of this item? We can maintain discount groups and other information here. We have here the most important thing here. We can set up the replenishment system. Replenishment system, it means this item is going to be purchased. If I
Okay.
click on this, we have three options: production order or assembly. If I choose production order, it means this item is going to be used in a production order. It's
Okay.
not going to be used for purchasing.
Oh, I see.
Okay. And in case of assembly, then it's this is specifying this item is going to be used for assembly order.
Okay.
Here we have the option of manufacturing policy, like whenever an item is manufactured is going to be into stock, or the item is going to be manufactured when a sale, yes, when a sale order is received. Let's suppose
Okay.
we have a sale order from a customer and we do not have a stock in the inventory. We are not maintaining stock. We are in manufacturing industry. Whenever we receive a sale order, we produce an item and we directly sell item
Okay.
to the customer. We do not maintain. So that's why
Mm.
we need to choose make to order in case of direct shipping.
I can make to what they call it, is it just in time request?
uh, no, not just in time. It's like this is a policy for our manufacturing policy.
Okay, okay, okay. I get it now. Yeah. Oh, because we're not
Yeah.
talking about purchasing now. We're talking about sales now.
Yes, either we can produce multiple stock items and store into our stock, into our warehouse, or we can receive a sale order and then we will uh, produce an item against the
Mm.
sale order and
Sure.
directly ship to the customer instead of storing into the stock.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so same like this, we have here planning. We can reserve this item every time, like whenever a sale or purchase transaction is recorded. We can set up the reorder point here.
Mm.
We can set up, let's suppose, the maximum quantity. So it means we need to maintain a maximum quantity of, let's suppose, 1000. When
Okay.
a system will not record the inventory more than 1000, there will be an error. Or we can set up a stock a safety stock quantity. It means whenever stock is at 10, system will show this is a safety limit and you need to reorder.
The
So
other. Yeah.
yes, so here we can set up the minimum order quantity or maximum order quantity, or here we can set up reorder quantity minimum. Here let's suppose order, not order, fixed reorder quantity. Okay, let's suppose 1000. Okay, so in this way, here we can set up the serial numbers and lot numbers for this
Mm.
site, for this inventory
Item.
item. And here we have warehouse relevant setup, like put away templates, put away unit of measures. Put away means like whenever an inventory is received at the
Yeah. For
warehouse.
stocking.
Yes, at warehouse gate, the warehouse worker will pick the inventory. and will post a put away document, a
Yeah.
put away transactions. So it's a template for that particular transaction.
Great. Great.
Okay, so this is relevant to the item card. Same like this, we have multiple reports and other stuff relevant to our the warehouse. Okay, so if I uh, I think you need to I need to show you customer card and vendor card as well.
Okay. So customer's card will be the one that is using sales and distribution. The vendor's card is the one using purchasing.
Yes, in procurement we have vendor card. In sales we have our
Customers.
customer card. Yes.
And they're all master data as well.
Yes, all master data as well. So here you can see a customer is chosen, and
Mhm.
you can see sell to customer sale history. So
History.
yes, if I click on this customer, if I choose, I can see all the posted shipments, posted sale invoices, ongoing sale orders relevant to this particular new concept furniture.
Nice.
Here I have customer statistics, the amounts, the balance, sales amounts. In case of service, I can see the service, but here we do not have any service order recorded. Here I we can see the payments made by the customer. Okay, and we can set up a credit limit and the total balance of this customer. The total.
Nice.
uh, Okay, in the header section, we can see the customer order summary report, customer sales list. Here we have the uh, ability to set up the dimensions. So dimensions are basically used to segregate a customer based on a specific region, location,
Oh,
or a type.
okay.
Let's suppose we have a customer relevant to the Europe, so we can set up a dimension for a customer. We can say it's going to be a European customer. Okay, so let's suppose if I click on single dimension. Okay, here you can see some of the dimensions are already assigned to this particular customer.
Okay.
Business group, customer group, and department. To which business group? It's office customer, and
So,
a customer
yeah.
group type is medium, and department is sales. We have a sale area code here, so we can set up anything whatever we want.
Mm. Great.
Okay, if I open this customer card, it will show me all the information. Okay, here I can set up the customer attributes, pictures.
Mm.
I can see the sale history, customer statistics, payment details, and dimensions as well. If
Okay.
I click on this fact box to close, here customer name, description, total sales value. If I click on show more, it will show me more columns. So here I can set up the credit limit for this customer.
Oh.
Okay,
Mm.
and salesperson responsibility center for this customer. We can say this responsibility center is marketing for this customer or any center. Here we have CFDI purpose. It's for Mexican tax authorities relevant fields. So we are not concerned about this, I think.
Okay.
Show less. Okay, and here we have the address and contact details needs to be defined. Same like this, we can click show more to have more columns here.
Okay.
All the address details and contact information is defined here. The most important section, invoicing.
I see.
We can set up the tax registration number, if the customer is liable for tax, and customer type, a tax identification type, because this is a business, not an individual.
Yeah.
So we are going to choose a legal entity. In case of individual, we can choose here a person, and then
Yeah.
we can change to natural person.
Okay.
Okay, If the tax is exempt, we can enter the exemption number.
Yeah.
A customer discount group, if the customer is always need to have or getting the benefit of discount.
Yeah.
Okay, here
Group
we,
discount.
yes, here general business posting group and customer posting group. General business posting group is simply the type of the customer, export or import customer. In
Okay.
customer posting group, we define the summary accounts for account receivables and sales relevant accounts. Let's suppose we have a customer posting group foreign, so we will set up a receivable account. We can say account receivable dash foreign customers. It is
Okay.
one ledger account, a summary account. We can set up the sales tax for foreign. We can set up the all other sales relevant accounts like discounts, uh,
Mm-hmm.
credit memos, or other accounts for the foreign. In the payment section, we define the payment terms. Okay, it's going to be the current month. We can choose net 30, net 60, net 70, whatever we need to define. We can set up. Business communication is the English, French, or Spanish. And date format, date separator. If we click on show more, it will show us more columns or fields. Here, the important thing, in case the customer is, we need to have the prepayment from customer, we will set up the customer prepayment percentage here. Okay, we can set up the, here's the application method for all the payments. Okay, here payment terms code, payment method. Payment method could be bank transfer, check, credit card, or whatever. Here, the important thing, reminder terms code. We can set up a reminder terms code. Like let's suppose we customer, we have created an invoice of net 30, but we are also using a reminder method or a reminder policy to send a reminder to the customer after 20 days.
Okay.
Okay, so we can set up on automated basis or manually or in a
Mm.
manual way. Okay, here will print the statements by checking this, and shipping information, the customer location information and location code. This is the code, the by default assignment of warehouse to this particular customer. Okay, we can set up a default warehouse or we can set up uh, any other warehouse, not by default but manual warehouse, like whenever a sale is created, sale order is created.
Mhm.
Here we can set up the shipping advice and the shipment method code. We can use the DHL or whatever,
Yeah.
UPS and other.
Mm.
Click on this, and agent is going to be DHL, UPS, or FedEx.
Mm.
So this is all about customer card.
Yeah.
Same information is available in the vendor card.
The vendor side. Okay.
Yeah, same information. If I show you here, you can see the same information, statistics, history.
Yeah. For each of the vendors.
Yes, vendors. Here I can say set up the attributes, statistics, attachment any. I show more. I can set up the credit limit. Not
Mm.
here credit limit because this is vendor, not
Yeah,
customer.
they are the one giving us the credit limit, right? In this
Ye-
case.
Yes, they will record our credit limits.
Okay.
The credit limits for us. Okay. Here are the name, number, and address information, invoicing details, payment, and
Mm.
this receiving information at the end. We can
Mm.
set up a default warehouse to receive. Let's suppose every time if the shipment is received, products are received from the Progressive Home Furnishings, we are going to receive in blue
The blue.
warehouse.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Yes, straightforward. So this is about customer, vendor, item. The last thing I'm going to cover here is the locations, the warehouse setup. Okay. Here we have multiple warehouses. I can open any warehouse. Okay. We need to set up the name and other details. If here you can see use as in transit, it means if we are going to use this warehouse only for transfer purposes, not for sales or purchase.
Oh,
That's so we will use this warehouse as an in transit. We can set up the tax based on warehouse address, details of warehouse, and
yeah.
here require receive, require shipment. It means whenever products inventory is received, inventory items are received in the warehouse worker will create a receive document.
Yeah.
Whenever
But that means it is being stocked. It is not in transit. Like it's not something that is being
yeah,
uh,
yes, okay.
sold off to for an order. It's being warehoused basically.
No, it's going to be like this document is required whenever we have a purchase order and vendor has shipped the
Yeah.
inventory items, and our warehouse worker is going to receive all the items. So warehouse worker will create a receive in the system. I will show you.
Oh, okay.
So the required shipment is in case of sales, whenever our warehouse worker is going to ship inventory items out to the
Okay.
customer.
Okay. Okay.
So in this way, put away means in warehouse worker will pick the inventory from warehouse and then place a put away document.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. At the last section, second last, we can
Oh,
set up the
great.
bins. Yes.
Okay.
These are bins within a warehouse. So we can set up the limits for bins as well.
Hmm.
Okay. The inventory limits and bin policies. We can set up the bin policies as well. Okay.
Great.
Yes. By choosing this warehouse, I can generate different reports.
Oh, I see.
Transfer order reports, inventory with negative inventory, inbound transfer reports, and to create a warehouse, click on process or create warehouse or click on new and then new. Okay.
Mm.
If I click on actions, these three dots,
Generate.
here I can see the transfer shipments and transfer receipts. So let's suppose I want to print transfer receipts. Okay. I want to download this document. Okay. I will open this report. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah.
Here you can see transfer.
Transfer receipt dot doc, right?
Yes, transfer receipt of quantity of 10 has been transferred. Receipt, the quantity of 10 items that are already transferred, we have received.
Okay.
Okay, so in this way we can generate a transfer shipment document as well. So about the sales and purchase process. Okay,
Mm.
I will click on sales and sales quotes.
Okay. Yeah, so you generate code that starts the sales process.
Okay, so from here we will start a sale.
New sale, yeah.
Yes.
Is this something that can be auto-generated by just POS, point of sale scanner?
It needs to be integrated with point of sale, or
Oh,
the system needs to be customized to have the functionality of point of sale.
mm.
Okay.
So, but this is manual, right?
Yeah, this is manual. The user will create this document. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will, let's suppose I am going to choose an item, rim quantity. I will not specify any location. Quantity 10. Okay. So what is this next step. I can print and send this document by email or by printing and then sending us within an email attachment to the customer or by any other means.
Okay.
Okay, after the customer acknowledgement, what I can do, let me see where is the code acknowledgement. Okay, okay, not acknowledgement here, we have approval here. Okay, I will click on process and convert this quotation into an order, sale order.
Mhm.
Click yes. You can see the code has been converted into order. I will open the newly generated order.
That's a sales order, right?
Yes, this is the sale order. Okay. Now the next step is to ship the inventory to the customer. But
Mm.
how we will ship? Let's suppose our system is centralized. So what we can do? I will click on actions, warehouse, and create a warehouse shipment document. So
Oh,
whenever I will click on this, the warehouse worker will came to know the inventory of 10 of spokes is needs to be shipped to Mr. Rob Young.
mm-hmm.
Customer name is Candoxy Canada Incorporated. Okay. Then the warehouse worker will make a shipment, or the sale order user, a sale order processor can click on this posting button and post. Okay,
Okay.
here we have two options, ship or invoice. Because shipment is already made by the warehouse worker,
Yeah.
so the sale order processor can invoice, or sale order processor will do nothing. Uh, However, the finance user or accountant will create an invoice against the sale order.
Yeah.
So this is all about sale order process. The purchase order process will work in the same
You know, budget
yeah,
code.
in the same
Okay.
structure. So we will create a purchase quote and then convert the quote into order. Let's suppose,
Yeah.
and then we will generate a product receipt and notifications to the warehouse by clicking on actions, warehouse, and create a warehouse receipt document. So the warehouse worker will came to know an inventory of 110 quantity items are coming into the warehouse of in the white warehouse. So the white warehouse worker will came to know there is a shipment needs to be received into white in my warehouse.
Mm.
So the warehouse worker will will apply the serial number, and then will post receive post will post product receipt. In case the warehouse worker is not going to post the product receipt, the purchase order processor will himself can post the product receipt. However, the invoice can be generated by purchase order processor or the finance department.
Okay.
So in this way, the this process is working. The last thing I want to show you about the customer and vendor reports.
Okay.
Okay, here I am in the customer section. Uh, I can navigate to all the quotes, orders, and return orders. Okay, let's suppose I want to see the orders. Here we have nothing for this customer. Okay, codes, let me see if there is. No, we do not have any code. Okay, however we can see from here.
Okay. Before we even dive into.
Yes, here we have postage invoice, shipment, so we can do that. If I click on more options, okay, and report, I can generate the sales report. You can
Okay.
see customer top 10 list, customer sale list, sales statistics. In finance reports we have statement, customer statement. It's going to be the customer statement, same like the bank statement. Schedule statement, trial balance, detailed age, account receivable, payment receipt. Here we have the reminders in the
Okay.
last. In the general section, we have customer register or top 10 customer list. In the sales section, we have customer order summary, order detail list report, and sales tell. Let's suppose I want to open the customer order summary report.
Okay.
Send to, okay, I will download this report. So you can see the customer all orders. Okay, can you see?
Yeah, yeah. So these are all the orders that the customers are submitting to us.
Yes, based on different time intervals.
Okay.
Okay, so same like this, I will move to the vendor section. We have multiple reports for a vendor as well. I,
Mm.
I can navigate and see the codes, orders, or I can see from the fact box here,
Okay.
orders, invoices, or for to have the to view the reports, click on three dots, reports, and here general we have customer labels, trial balance, age
Mm.
payables, customer order summary details, customer
Purchase.
vendor purchase statistics, purchase list. Let's
Oh,
go. Let's open the vendor order summary. Okay, send to. Okay,
okay.
so open this. Here
What
we
do they
I
what
can
do they
see
say?
all outstanding order aging.
Okay. Mm.
So this
So
is,
they
sorry.
so they everything?
No, this is not everything. We have a lot of other stuff. So I think we can schedule an other meeting later to discuss about more stuff, because this is only about sales and purchase, sales, vendor, customer cards, items, inventory relevant reports, warehouse relevant reports.
Mm. So I guess the question I had so far is I didn't see the sourcing aspect. So sourcing where you know when you were doing the purchasing, you created a purchase order
Okay.
with a quote, right? So how did you get the quote? You know, the source to pay process is not showing. Yeah. Is there a particular process dedicated to source to
Okay.
pay?
No, it's about like if we will generate a quote and then convert into order, purchase quote, and then by converting into order. So I think you are concerned about the step before quotation.
Exactly. That's the sourcing.
Okay, so if I open this purchase quote, I can receive the multiple quotations from different vendors. Okay,
Okay.
so let's suppose I am agree. I agree with I'm agreed with the vendor quotation. So what I will do for my record, and I will create a quotation here in my system. Okay, for an item, for agreed item quantity on agreed price, I will enter any price. Let's suppose 1000 per item. Okay, and then I will print this code and send to my vendor.
Okay.
The vendor will send an acknowledgement. Okay, uh, your order has been recorded.
Okay.
Okay, when I will receive an acknowledgement, I will convert this code into an order,
Okay.
and then the further process will start to receive the uh, inventory and to create an invoice.
Okay. Okay. So I want to believe that maybe there's another module that handles competition, like when you're doing bidding.
I did not get your last part.
So when you're doing bidding, when you bid for quotations, there's another that is not included here on Business Central.
Okay, it means the
So
quotation.
when you're shopping for quotes, right? Like you want to find the best price. You send out like requests for quotation to suppliers, and then they respond with quotations and their proposals.
Okay,
After which you then do evaluation to select the best supplier, right?
yeah. So here in this way in the business central, we create a quotation and then we purchase quotation or sale quotation and then to our customer or suppliers.
Yeah,
Upon acknowledgement, we directly convert the quotation into an order.
yeah. So before we engage that supplier, there will be a process to determine the best supplier, which is bidding, right? Like you're doing a request for
Yeah,
bidding.
that's going to be the part of a CRM, sales and
Oh,
marketing.
there's a CRM part. Okay.
Yeah, in my settings, if I click on this, here I have sales and relationship or sales and marketing. Uh, in this way, in our CRM, we usually deal with the customers plus vendors.
Okay. Oh, okay. The CRM deals with both.
Yeah, here you can see I have customer, contacts, salesperson, people, purchaser, team, tasks, opportunities. It means I can run a campaign. Okay,
Mm,
I can run a campaign, a marketing campaign or whatever campaign,
in the
or I
process.
can run a process to have the quotations from
Yeah,
different suppliers.
exactly.
So in the sales and marketing module, the sales and marketing user will create the quotation, not
Mm,
the sale order processor or purchase order processor.
yeah.
So here is the the quotation or bids are won by the sales and marketing users or
Mm,
marketing department.
okay.
Yes, from here we can move to there.
I think it will probably be under the order processing.
Sorry.
Um, so what module are you here? Is it CRM? That's what you have?
Uh, so this is a little module of CRM in Business Central. We
Oh, okay.
Dynamics Business Central is a separate, like is an all-in-one ERP. We have all the portions of manufacturing, project management, service order, and CRM. However,
Okay.
there is an other functionality we can integrate this with the Outlook. So we can directly create quotations from Outlook, directly create sales or purchase order from Outlook. Let me show you how we can do that. Okay. I hope I have the ability to view. Let me see. Uh, okay. So we can postpone how we can use the Outlook
Mm,
to directly deal with our customers and vendors
yeah.
by creating quotations
Okay.
directly within Outlook desktop or Outlook cloud or from Outlook cloud.
Yeah, I think for all that is here already, that's the job that an ERP does, anyways. Usually, sometimes when people want to advance, request for quotation process, they might have to integrate with another tool or software that is specialized for handling, maybe complex procurement process. Something like maybe Ariba, for example, or maybe some other complex software like Coupa software, to integrate with ERP. So I do believe that maybe the ERP doesn't have to go into that complicated aspects of selecting but at least it can handle the transactional ordering process, the request for quotation process, transactions, but not
Yes.
not the project type of procurement.
Yeah, of course, you can handle anything in the ERP, because this is an ERP, and even in a sandbox, as we have sandbox and production, so we can develop any functionality, any required functionality,
Okay.
any report. We can customize any report design. We can have any additional feed here.
Do you know the integrations that are used with yeah this Business Central?
Yes, a business central integration. Currently, we have the ability to use Dynamics for sales. Dynamics for sales is the CRM. We can directly integrate with Business Central. The other we have the ability to customize the to create some customized functionalities, or to develop some functionalities for integration purposes, or we can use a third party pre-configured or pre-developed functionality to integrate with any third party solution.
So okay, now can you scroll down on these roles? Scroll down. I can see human resource manager. I see resource. What is the resource used for?
The resource is are the resources used in the service in the project management module.
Oh, okay, okay, for all the timesheets and all that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, yeah, sounds good. So well, I think I'm fine with well, the demonstration. So the one you said you were gonna demonstrate later, what is that one about?
Sorry.
You were saying you were gonna do another demonstration. What will that one be about?
It is about the how we can handle Business Central directly from Outlook, by remaining
Oh,
within Outlook. Yes, we will receive an email from a customer or from a vendor, and then we will create a contact in Business Central, and then we will convert the contact into customer or vendor, and then
oh,
generate a code, a purchase code or sale code
okay,
by
okay.
remaining within the inbox.
Okay. So maybe we can stop recording now, and then maybe we can talk about what else your training and